Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and it is, oh goodness, it is 9:24 p.m. on May the 1st, which means middle grade May is here. Yay! It is no longer gonna be May. Now it is. Um, so if you were not one of the amazing people who joined us on our live stream earlier, we did some reading sprints. And by we, I mean myself, Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books, Storm, and Lee, and Mr. Fancy. We all read. I swear I know them. Okay, I know. every time every time I come on and try to make a video, I lose their names, and I'm like, I could just yeah, no. Anyway, if you didn't catch that, we had a good time. We were on for, I don't know, about 3 hours, a little more, and did some reading sprints and just chatted about things that we're reading, whether or not they were middle grade. Um, I know a few people were trying to finish up non-middle grade reads, but I started my first two middle grade books of the month. The one I am reading completely in physical form is Bernice Buttman, Model Citizen by Nikki Lenz. This came out in 2019, and it is about Bernice Buttman. I believe she is a fifth grader. I am not 100% on that. I know it says it like very beginning. Yeah, I think she's a fifth grader. Basically, Bernice is part of a family that consists of her three or four older brothers and herself and her mother and her mother's boyfriend, who all live in a two-bedroom fallen apart trailer in the trailer park, and they are known around town as not a great family. She is crass. She is a bully. She just really, she's not very social. Um, her mom is not the greatest, and all her older brothers were raised kind of not the greatest. And so Bernice has come along and is just like the rest of them. Uh, Not really, but everybody thinks that she is, and so she kind of lives up to it. She's a bully. Her mom doesn't make her uh, do anything else, so, she's really smart. She just doesn't apply it in the ways that it should be applied. Now, I read the first 42 pages. I got to the beginning of chapter 8. It's a very quick read, very enjoyable so far. And this, I believe, is going to be about finding yourself and finding family, because her mother has just informed her, spoiler alert, her mother has just informed her that she's going to go live with her auntie, who she hasn't seen since she was 5, and who is a nun and lives in a tiny little town with a very small population and like 10 old women who are nuns. So Bernice is going to leave everything she's ever known, and she's not sure that she wants to, but her best friend is actually the local librarian, and it's kind of her only friend, really. And she's like, "Are you sure that you don't want to go? Because you wouldn't be a Buttman there." So now Bernice is kind of getting excited. And that is where I left off on reading that one, because the In Between by Rebecca K.S. Ansari is on Audible, and I remembered that I had it on my wish list, so I went and grabbed, or no, not Audible, on Scribd, and I remembered I had it saved on like my wish list of things I was going to read for this month, so I went and turned that on, and I was able to read to the beginning of chapter 11 on page 102 of this. And it's really well written and compelling so far. It is about Cooper, who lives with his mom and his little sister because their dad walked out on them about 3 years ago. And so far it's been very emotional. There is a mystery that's being woven into this. but you're learning about like his emotions and feelings and how he's kind of tried to shut off from everybody. And there's a creepy next door neighbor who may or may not go to a non existent school for vigilantes. So that is awesome. Um, yeah, so these are the two that I started during that. I'm working on a crochet project, so I was crocheting while listening to the in between, and I'm definitely going to be doing that a lot more. I can't wait to read more of both of these books. I am also currently reading a middle grade book with Elena, and that is the second in the Skullduggery Pleasant series, which is called Playing with Fire by Derek Landy. She enjoyed the first book with me during middle grade March Mystery Madness. So she asked if we could read the second one during middle grade May, and we finished the entire Harry Potter series and wanted another book to read. So we did start a couple days early, but we've got an hour and a half, 2 hours left. It's totally going to count for my numbers for middle grade May. We're also going to be looking for the next book in the Nothing to See Here Hotel series. Back in November, December, when we were back and forth to the doctors constantly because we had COVID and COVID related problems afterwards, we listened to the first 4 in that series, and they're absolutely delightful and hilarious. The next one was supposed to come out in like January, February, something like that. But it's not on Scribd yet, so I'm going to see if I can find it elsewhere. I don't think there's an audio for it yet, sadly, but we're going to keep looking. Hopefully we can find it or get the physical copy maybe before the end of the month. And Raylyn wanted to get in on it, so she's listening to the audios with us, but she also has several Never Touch books. So we read Never Touch a Shark tonight, but she wouldn't let me have it. So I'll show you Never Touch a Dinosaur, which she said we can read tomorrow with her tractor book. And I'm doing book a day in May and everything counts. So Never Touch a Shark, you better believe I put that on my Goodreads. That was today's book. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Better believe it. As many times as we read it, it counts. It counts as a short novel, I promise you. I had to reread that thing like 8 times. We also have tractor books that she says we can read. So I think I'm set. I would love to know what you guys are reading if you've read either one of these or anything else that I mentioned today. If you have any idea about a board book from Encanto, specifically about Bruno, that I can maybe get for Raylyn, because she's wandering around the house singing, "We don't talk about Bruno, no, but," and then she dances a little bit and starts over again. So I think she'd love that, and it would give me something new to add to my book a day in May. But anyway, I've rambled on for about 8.5 minutes now, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope that you had a fabulous 1st of May and that you have a great month. Remember to comment down below. Let me know what you're reading and if you've read any of these, and I will talk to you again soon. Until then, stay safe. Bye.